New this morning, yet another bombshell. The New York Times reporting Michael Flynn told President Trump's transition team weeks before the inauguration that he was under federal investigation for secretly working as a paid lobbyist for Turkey during the campaign. Despite the warning, Mr. Trump made Flynn his national security advisor before firing him 24 days into his presidency. It comes as the Department of Justice's Russia investigation is now under new management. Former FBI Director Robert Mueller taking over as special counsel. The president, who only recently ripped into the investigation as a taxpayer-funded charade, releasing a measured statement, insisting a thorough investigation will confirm what we already know, that there was no collusion between my campaign and any foreign entity, adding, "I look forward to this matter concluding quickly." Mueller's appointment blindsiding the White House, that only learned about it after the order was signed by Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein. Rosenstein writing that he concluded, "It's in the public interest for me to exercise my authorities and appoint a special counsel to assume responsibility for this matter." Late Wednesday, Democrats and Republicans praising the move.
This is, I think, a positive thing for the American people. There won't be any reason to think that there's a conflict of interest from the Hill, from the White House.
Today, the embattled congressman appeared in federal court where he pled guilty to one count of transmitting obscene material to a minor. This is expected to resolve the investigation into whether he was exchanging explicit material with that 15-year-old girl you just mentioned. Now, this conduct allegedly happened last year between about January and March. And as you noted, while this investigation was supposed to be about transmitting sexually explicit material to an underage person, it became so much more.
So, Paula, is he facing time now?
He is. Under the law, he could potentially face up to 10 years. But under this agreement, they have agreed to ask for about 24 to 27 months. And he will also have to register as a sex offender. Ultimately, the sentence is up to the judge. It'll happen in September. But prosecutors, as part of this plea deal, have agreed to ask for much less than 10 years.
Right. And so then there's always this extensive back and forth that goes into negotiating the length of time. We mentioned that statement where he said he has a sickness. How does the statement that he issued factor into that?
Well, I'm reading this statement. It's a lengthy statement here. He accepts responsibility for his actions. He says, "I accept full responsibility for my conduct. I have a sickness, but I do not have an excuse." And he apologizes to everyone that he has hurt. Now, this is what any good lawyer would tell their client.
Under scrutiny is kind of a vague term. What does it mean? What doesn't it mean?
It can be vague. It doesn't mean that authorities want to charge this person. It does mean they believe this person has significant information about the issues under inquiry.
And as we've heard, he's already volunteered to talk to Congress about anything he knows. Apparently, he will do the same with the FBI. But if you're Jared Kushner, how does finding out about this change your day-to-day life? And if you're the president and he is your trusted advisor, how does it impact your daily interactions with him?
Well, it's not good for the White House because they have repeatedly said that there is no there. The president challenging the entire legitimacy of this inquiry. This is an independent group of fact finders, the FBI, saying there's something they at least want to talk to him about. He's got to be careful. His lawyer put out a statement saying basically they haven't been contacted yet. That was the implication. But day to day, he has to think carefully about his role and anything involving Russia.
And can the president share any information with him during this period, or does he have to be careful?
Well, they are both at least witnesses and maybe more to a whole set of potential activities, whether that includes diplomacy, which is perfectly legal, or it includes questions around whether current or former aides did anything financially questionable or otherwise. So I do think they have to be extra careful. They have to keep running the country at the same time. Ultimately, this is a White House that has tried to sweep this under the rug. This news suggests this story is alive.
And the FBI is looking closely. Ari, thank you very much.
Police say 29-year-old Jacob Schwartz had thousands of images on his computer, some with children just 6 months old. Schwartz spent the last 2 years working in the city's Department of Design and Construction. He's also president of the Manhattan Young Democrats. City Hall says Schwartz has no connection to Mayor de Blasio or the administration.